and welcome to your Pilates class using a soft ball. So these are my own personalized ones. If you don't have a ball to hand, you can jump onto the members area and purchase one of these for £4, or you can use any other soft ball that you have at home. So when you are ready, we're going to come down onto our backs, and I'm actually going to start today with the ball underneath our coccyx. So that's right at the bottom of your back. So we're coming down onto the floor. I'm going to place the ball underneath my coccyx and then just settle here, having both feet flat on the ground, knees parallel and arms down by your sides. This is a lovely way to support the lower back this early on in the class and helps us to activate the lower tummy. So we're working a little bit on balance here. So to start with, leaving the palms of the hands down, the head on the floor. Going to exhale as we lift one leg into tabletop, slowly bring that leg down and then change sides. So I'm going to alternate here as I lift one leg at a time in and out of tabletop. Things we're trying to think about is leaving the head on the ground, making sure both shoulder blades stay down. Trying not to move our body side to side or transfer the weight too much as we change legs here. Keeping everything stable in the center, drawing that belly down towards the back and making sure we're using our exhales as we lift and lower here. Next time you lift your right leg, let's leave that right leg there. We extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Extend that leg down towards the ground. Don't go lower than the ball. And then bend that knee, come back into tabletop, twice more. The right leg extends up, get a good stretch through that hamstring. Lower that leg down, it comes in the direction of the ground. Bending the knee, bringing that leg back into tabletop. One more time. We exhale, lengthen the leg up. Extend that leg down, be careful it doesn't go lower than the ball height. Bend that knee, and then let's pop that right leg onto the floor. Changing sides, so we're going to bring the left leg into tabletop when you're ready. Straighten that left leg up, try and get hamstring stretch. Exhale, lower the leg down, be careful of the lower tummy. Bend the knee as it comes in and placing that foot down to the mat. Let's do that again. So the left leg comes up. We extend the left leg to the ceiling. Lower the leg down towards the ground and bend that knee as we come in. One more time here. Lengthen the leg all the way up. Extend that leg down to a hover. Bending that knee, hello Charlie, and popping that foot back down onto the floor. Okay, when you're ready to join me, let's lift both legs now into tabletop if you can. Take a moment to settle here, get your balance, trying to get the knees over the hips. Arms, you can take them slightly wider if you feel more comfortable, okay? From here, I'm going to alternate, extending one leg up, bend the leg back down and changing sides, extending the other leg up. So I'm alternating one leg at a time here, just again trying to get the body used to being on the ball, to working on our balance, our core control here. And also it's a great way to stretch out those hamstrings, like I said, so down the back of the leg, getting nice and mobile and active here for this first part of the session. Let's do two more, right leg then left, making sure we've done both legs evenly here. And then can you extend both legs up towards the ceiling now? So now both legs are straight. We're testing out our balance, keeping the palms of the hands down. Now we're going to lower one leg down towards the ground. Please be careful not to come too low because your hips are lifted. And then sweep that leg back up towards the ceiling, changing sides. One leg comes down towards the ground. Extend that leg away from you. And then sweeping that leg all the way back up. So straight leg lowers, but actually using the ball helps because it lifts the floor height, the tailbone. So it means there shouldn't be as much pressure on the lower back here today. A little bit of balance work, but a lovely way to keep the upper body out of any vulnerable position here. Last two, exhaling as we lower, breathing out through the mouth. Inhaling as we sweep all the way back up. One more time, exhaling as we come down. Inhaling as we sweep back up. Gently bend those legs and then delicately 1 foot at a time, bringing the feet down onto the ground. We'll slowly take that ball out, bringing your bottom down onto the floor. Allow your body a moment to arrive here to get used to being back down on the mat, okay? So we'll bring both hands onto the ball. The ball comes over chest height. Inhale as we take the arms overhead. Gently touch the ball to the floor. Exhale, basic abdominal crunch. Chin to chest. Pulling my microphone out the way. Chin to chest, scoop and hollow the belly. So we inhale, place the head down. The ball comes over, gently touches onto the floor. And then we exhale, chin to chest, scoop and hollow the belly. I'm just starting to curve the body in this direction, ready for the next sequence, okay? So we're controlling as the head comes down onto the floor. Breathing out through the mouth, sliding the ribs to the hips, draw the belly to the spine. One more time. Hopefully now your back has settled, being back down onto the mat here. Last one. From here on in, we're going to slowly come back down onto the floor. And now I'm going to invite you to bring yourself up, but you're going to come all the way up. So you come into that abdominal crunch, bring yourself up so that the ball now can come behind the back in between the shoulder blades. Okay, so in between the shoulder blades. Feet stay down, knees are parallel. Interlacing the hands come behind the head. Now it's very important at this starting stage that your eye line is looking through the legs, not up towards the ceiling. So scoop and hollow the belly and roll the ball a little bit further down the back if your eye line's not looking forwards. From here, we're going to slowly, be careful, curve the back around the ball. Make sure you don't completely let go. And then exhale as you come into your abdominal crunch. So we're now doing the same thing we were just doing with our basic crunch. However, the movement is a lot bigger, a lot deeper, because obviously we're curving over the ball. So that was why I just got your spine a little bit used to this movement before we curved over the ball here. And I do invite you to be slow and gentle. Try not to let the body completely collapse over the ball, because be careful of the neck, to be careful of the lower back. You don't want to completely relax those abdominals at any point here. This is quite an intense abdominal exercise, okay? So taking your time, curving the spine over, and then bringing the chin towards the chest as you crunch yourself back up again. Should feel that starting to really engage into the tummy muscles. And also I find it's a really lovely stretch for the back. So I'm not sure about you, but I quite like being here. Opens up through those abs, stretches out through the posterior muscles. So opens up through the chest, the rib cage, the shoulders. Let's do this one more time. Now, can you pause here in that abdominal crunch? Eye lines looking forwards, elbows are back. We're going to bring one knee towards the chest, slowly pop that foot down, and then change sides. Other knee comes in, and we pop it down. So I'm alternating here, team. So alternating, bringing one knee in, and then the other, trying to keep the body stable, no twisting. Trying to keep the elbows back, and sliding those ribs down towards the hips. So we scoop and hollow the belly. Last 4 here, last 4. We've got 4. Using that out breath every time. We've got 3. Slow and controlled. We have 2. And then we've got 1 last time. 1. Slowly bring your hands down by your sides. That will assist your body to come up. We're going to place the ball underneath our feet now, and then continue to use those hands to bring yourself back down onto the mat. Now, once again, let's take a moment to settle here. So let the head come down onto the ground, arms down by your sides, and then take a moment to turn the head gently side to side. Just make sure there's no tension in the neck, in the upper back, in the head and shoulders. Gorgeous. Okay, let's settle in center. Both feet are on the ball now. We're going to come to our bridge. Be careful. Make sure we use our out breath so we don't get cramp in the backs of the thighs. We're going to slowly breathe out. Press the back into the floor. Lift the bottom. And then ground the ball and the feet together as you lift those hips up. Try to squeeze the legs towards one another. Find a level line here with the hips. And then think of that spinal roll as you roll down carefully through the spine. Bottom comes onto the floor last. Here we go. So we breathe out. Lift the bottom. Press the hips up towards the ceiling. Press your shoulder blades into the ground. And then control the roll down. Try and come down as slow as possible, as elegant as possible, without collapsing into a heap. Twice more if we can. Breathing out as we lift. Slowly pressing into that ball. Leveling through the hips. Controlling as you lower down. Should feel this in our balance, but obviously targeting the backs of those legs. Last one here. Press up. Squeeze the bottom. Hips come level. And then we control as we make our way back down onto the ground. Once you do, take the left foot onto the floor. We're going to extend the right leg. Roll that right leg away from you. So feel that right leg straighten. You're rolling it down the ball, flexing the foot, and then peel that right leg back in towards you. Let's do that again. So we roll that right leg away. It feels lovely to stretch out through the back of that leg, and then control as that leg comes in. Now we're going to continue. As you straighten the right leg, take both arms overhead. Bring the hands behind the head. So as you roll the right leg in, you come into abdominal crunch at the same time. Here we go. So the right leg goes away. The head and shoulders come onto the floor, elbows wide. And then as that right knee comes in, slide the ribs to the hips. Roll the ball towards the bottom. One more time here. So the right leg goes away. The head comes down. And then you bring the right knee in and you come into your crunch. This time, bring the left elbow towards the right knee. And then as you roll the right leg away, you come back to center, but don't put your head and shoulders on the floor. Again, so the ball comes in, the left elbow comes across towards the outside of the right knee. And then you extend the right leg away and bring the body back to center. One more time here. So coming across the body, oblique crunch as you twist through the torso and then slowly unravel. Now, as you bring that right leg in, pop your head and shoulders on the floor, arms down by your sides, both feet come back on top of the ball. Great work. Let's go again. Our bridge rolls. We've got 4 of these. Breathing out, press the into the ball. Lift the hips up as high as you can. Ground down, squeeze, 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 and control as you make your way back down onto the mat. Now we always find the second time round things feel a little bit easier, so maybe you could get your hips a bit higher here, pressing the palms of the hands into the ground, possibly the roll down more controlled second time around. Using that out breath, remember, breathing out through the mouth as you lift those hips up as much as possible. Take a little breath at the top, and then you also breathe out through the mouth as you roll down. We've got one more time. Big smile on our faces. Exhaling as we lift. Squeeze the hips up, shoulder blades together, and then slowly rolling yourself all the way down. This time the right foot comes on the floor. You extend the left leg away. Flex the foot as you roll down that ball. It feels a lovely stretch. Control it as you bring the foot back in. Now you might find that leg starts to wobble around everywhere, especially on the left side. Don't worry, it's just a bit of coordination exercise. It's really good for the mind as well. As you take the left leg away, arms sweep over, hands come behind the head, and as that left leg comes in, we take our abdominal crunch. Here we go. So the left leg goes away, the head goes down. We exhale as we abdominal crunch, chin to the chest, draw the belly to the spine. Slowly making your leg go away as the head comes down, and then breathing out as you draw everything into center. One more time here. Slowly take it away. As you come in, bring the right elbow across to the outside of the left knee. Now, as you straighten the left leg, the body comes to center, but the head doesn't go down. And then you twist as that leg comes in through to the middle. And again, so the leg lengthens out, the head comes to center, doesn't go down. We twist as we come across. One more time here, take it all the way open, lengthen, And then as you bring it in, the head comes all the way down. Take that ball out from underneath you. It comes into the hands once again. Inhale, take the ball overhead, and exhale as you roll yourself all the way up to seated. Beautiful. Okay, come over onto all fours when you are ready. We're going to slowly pop the ball underneath our left knee. Okay, so ball's coming underneath our left knee, and we're coming into a box stance here. So as you can see, I'm keeping the left foot off the floor, but that does make it quite challenging, giving you a little tip there. So you could put the left foot down onto the ground to make this a little bit easier, okay? Hands directly underneath shoulders, making sure there's no tension through the upper body, and draw the belly to the spine. Once you feel happy here, we're going to breathe out as we lengthen and lift the right leg. And then inhale as you slowly control that right knee back down to the floor. So we breathe out, we extend the right leg away, keep the hips, the chest square to the mat, and then slowly bringing that right knee back down to the floor. Let's do that twice more. So keeping the head in front of the hands if you can, drawing that belly to the spine, controlling as it comes in. Everything is done with precision, with control. One more time here. Pausing out there, keeping that right leg long, grounding down through both hands. Tiny little pulse with the right leg going up and up. We stay here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Great job. Let's change sides. So the ball goes underneath the left knee now. Remember what, that's your right knee now, sorry. Remember what I said about the right foot. You could have it lifted to make it a little bit more challenging, or you could put that right foot on the floor. Make sure you've got lovely long spine. Hands are spread wide, and once you feel you have the control, the left leg extends away, finding that balance, and then the left knee comes back to hover off the ground. So we breathe out as we extend, lengthening that leg away. Keep the spine as long as you can. Try not to twist the hips, and then slowly bringing that left knee back to a hover. So moving with control. Trying not to have any creases in the back of the neck, trying not to collapse into the shoulders. So much to think about. Let's slowly extend that left leg, pause it out there, lengthen and pump it up and up. So we lift for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that leg down, popping both knees onto the floor. The ball goes between the knees, tucking the toes under. Now breathing out as you lift the ball and the knees just off the mat. Try to keep the spine long. It's a hovered box position. And then controlling as you go down. Twice more. So you breathe out, lift the knees off the floor, keep the spine long. Control as you come down. One more time. Let's lift here, team. Stay here. I'm going to squeeze the ball together. So I go squeeze, release, for 6, for 5, 4, 3. Keep squeezing. 2. One more time. And come down. Uncurl those toes. You're going to roll the ball back so it's underneath your bottom, and then take a child's pose. So reach the arms forwards, forehead down onto the mat. So my bottom is sitting on the ball. I'm in an assisted child's pose here. Slow, steady breath in through the nose. Breathing out through the mouth as you let the shoulder blades creep together. Allow the body to fall down towards the mat here. Slow, steady breath. And then gently walk the hands all the way in towards the knees. So now you're sitting on your ball. So I'm sitting on my ball here. Take a couple of big shoulder rolls. Inhaling as you bring the shoulders up. And exhaling as you slide the shoulders down the back. Then allow the shoulders to settle. Bring in the left ear to the left shoulder now. A gentle neck stretch here. Roll the chin heavy across the chest as you bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Pausing there. Slowly roll the chin across the chest. Once again, bring in the left ear to the left shoulder. Settle here. Long spine. And then roll the chin across. Right ear to right shoulder. Pausing here. Carefully coming back through to center. Inhale as you sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale as you bring the arms down. Well done, team. I hope you enjoyed that short ball workout today. If you did like that, remember on the members area, there are lots of Pilates with equipment sessions, and I do incorporate the ball quite a lot in some of the live classes on a Thursday evening. Any questions? Let me know, and I'll see you on the mat again soon.